Hello there. In our first session, we dealt with the meaning of personal branding. Meaning, I said that your personal brand is every single thing about you. Every single thing. Articulation, communication, your dress code, your manner, your attitude, everything about you is your personal brand. Your personal brand is really how people see you, not about how you feel about yourself. Part of it is that, because you have to know how you feel about yourself, but how you present yourself to others, how do people perceive you, and that becomes your personal brand. Today's course outline, we are going to be talking about the outside, the external appearance. And I hope you have your pens and paper ready, because you should take notes, because today is really about doing a self-assessment of who you are, who you think you are, how you feel about yourself, and so on and so on. And some of the important, take note, some of the important aspects of objectives of your personal brand should be to discover your passion, which I think most of us already have. We know where we are going and what we are passionate about, what we want our business to be about, because this is going to tell your story. Part of your personal brand is telling your story, right? Telling my story. To grow your professional network, to generate leads on sales, to create relationships, to create awareness for your company, your business, to get endorsements, and to get new opportunities, and to adapt to a new life stage. Your plan really should be to be authentic, and to do some research on brands that resonate with you. Not to copy, but to do some research on brands that resonate with you. Because I always tell people, there's nothing new under the sun. So, I'm an image consultant. There's several of us outside there. And the general information will probably be the same. But it's how you brand your authentic, how you put yourself into it, your personal perception, your personal take on everything, on your business. Yes. So pens and paper ready. We are going to have my notes in front of me so that I could follow through and not forget any part of this. Is important to determine who your clients are and who you're hoping to reach. Yes. And your products and your services should match your brand. Just as a side note. So we're looking at the outside, and we will explore 5 different categories of how we determine where to place ourselves in terms of our external look. And those 5 different categories are classic, creative, romantic, dramatic, and the natural looking woman. So let's define first of all classic. That woman is always elegantly and appropriately dressed for all occasions. Her image and personality usually go hand in hand. Yes? Her image, her personality, always the same. It matches. Yes? She's organized and gives the impression of a dependable, credible person. When you see that person, you're not going to doubt about that person's credibility. You're going to believe that person. She's going to be believable. She never follows trends and does not go after bargains. Never. She tends to shop for quality, timeless, elegant pieces with clear, sleek lines. Do you know anybody like that? You're always polished. She's always polished and neat, and is very confident, even in formal wear. Her preference is structural. Her handbags, her shoes, always immaculate. And she tends to own or favor wearing pearls. A couple examples of those women who we know are in public life is former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, very classic woman. Classic, sleek lines, always simple, but well put together at all times. Former First Lady Michelle Obama. Classic, a little more trendy, I would say. Yeah, a little more, but also a classic woman, the late Jackie Kennedy Onassis. We can still adapt some of her styles some way back when. You know, those of you who are too young to know who she is, who should know who she is, Google her and look at some of her pictures. And Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. Those are some examples of women who are classic dressers. Classic. And I like to say, and I like to, because there's my observation and it's my, in working with others, that some of us cross lines. We have a bit of this and a bit of that. We generally might be a classic, but we have a little bit of some other genre of dress incorporated in who we are. Yes, I can be classic, but I'm not really classic now. I don't favor pearls. Not really. Okay? Then we come across, when we have the creative woman. She's someone who likes to dabble in fashion. So she's more of a trendsetter. Right? She creates her own style mostly though. And her clothing never subscribes to the norm. Right? She'll create a brooch out of a button that she has off of a jacket that she had from somewhere before, a sweater or something. She'll create earrings out of a piece of wood or some piece of metal. She'll be very creative in her style. That's the creative woman. And her style will communicate what she stands for. That she's out there. She's confident of who she is, and she doesn't have to follow what I am doing or what you're doing to be herself. And some of those people, if you look at fashion and style, Solange Knowles to me tends to be one of those people. She, and that's sister of Beyonce, she tends to wear things that seems to be her own kind of something. Very trendy, very creative, very stylish, and very her own. Yes? Lupita Nyong'o wore a dress to her very first red carpet event that really is Lupita. It still stays in our head, in my mind today, as being a standout. My jaw dropped up when I saw her. And I know that it is not something that maybe I will be able to pull off the way she did. It was her own style. Her designer, her stylist really got it right. And really captured Lupita's essence in her creativity. We also have the romantic style woman. This is the lady who loves ruffles and frills and lace and bows. She's always feminine and ladylike. But those things tend to be what, when you think of femininity and girly and being girly, frills and lace and stuff usually tends to be those kind of people who wear that kind of thing. And she's always conscious of being well turned out. Every time she steps out of her house, you'll never see her in sweats except if she's at the gym. And even at the gym, there might be some little flowers or something on her sweatpants. You would never see her even going to the grocery store without full makeup on. And not full cake on, but full nicely done face looking good. Always. Her hair is always neat. She likes her neat hairstyle. And her person, that person is drawn to dresses and skirts rather than tailored pantsuits. She loves dresses and skirts. So I could probably say I'm a little bit of a romantic, even though I'm not into the frills and lace per se, but I do favor dresses and skirts rather than pants. And some of the people who I can say fall into that category are people like Emma Stone, that actress, who's always in something lacy and frilly. Kendall Jenner tend to like fringes on her pants and her clothes and that kind of thing. They tend to be what I would classify as romantic dressers, romantic style dressers. So we need to write these things down, look at ourselves, and see where we feel that we fit in. Yeah? Self-assessment is important because we have to know who we are and we have to be authentic in how we display ourselves on a daily basis. The dramatic woman, dramatic style. Her personality just loves to make an entrance. Who do we know that likes to do that? You wear things that you know people will look at you. Who can I think of right now? A lot of people. Angela Bassett. She comes to mind. That woman who wore the swan in front of her dress to the one of the award shows in the red carpet a couple of years ago. Helena Bonham Carter, who wears different color shoes on her feet. Dramatic. So there's different types of drama. The drama could be that you are out there with the hairstyle, out there with the jewelry, out there with the dress, or maybe just out there all together. A pair of shoes that have two different colors, maybe. She's glamorous, yes, this woman is. And she's confident, because in order to pull that off, you have to own yourself. You have to really feel good about who you are. She always gives the impression of strength and independence, and she loves bold jewelry. Shopping is her favorite pastime. To source her high fashion, she's always coordinated in her colors, and she shops on impulse, but she never dresses on impulse. She always plans what she's going to wear. That's not an impulsive something. Those dramatic women always tend to plan ahead. They know exactly what they're going to wear. They know an occasion is coming up. So it's always a planned thing. So she will buy on impulse, but she never dresses on impulse. The natural style woman, however, is easygoing, prefers comfortable and easy to maintain clothes. Stays clean of clear of frills and bows. She can wear tailored loose clothing. She values comfort and prefers simple natural makeup. She's drawn to classic fashion, but prefers it in a more relaxed way. For example, a pair of jeans and a crisp white shirt. Examples of women who I will call natural stylists first comes to mind: Whoopi Goldberg, Alicia Keys, and strangely enough, Jennifer Aniston. Because to me, her style is always very simple. Her makeup is always very simple. Even though her style of dress might be different to Whoopi's. I consider her to be one of those women who kind of more natural. Her hair is always soft and flowing. I very rarely see her in up styles. So she's, to me, an example of a woman who prefers natural style, right? And there are some of us who cross the genres. Like I said myself, I like my hair natural. But I also like my hair blowing in the wind. Even when I straighten my hair, I always like to have my hair tousled. I never like sleek, coiffed hair. I will probably wear a sleek suit and the hair be flying in the wind. So I am one of those people who cross over different areas of life. You have to decide who you are, what you want to be, how you want to portray yourself. What is your authentic self? What is your authentic you? Who you are. I know I'm Cheryl Diane, and I know exactly who I want to be. I know exactly how I want to be portrayed in this life. I know whenever you look at me, you can tell that I'm a woman who is conscious of who I am. I'm colorful. I'm Caribbean. An image consultant. So I style people. So I have to look that way. So I tend to not follow trends, create my own styles, but yet be stylish. I tend to be a little dramatic sometimes when I enter a room. It can depend on what I'm wearing and depend on where I'm going. I try always to be confident. Walk into a room and own my space. I try always to be nicely turned out. I plan ahead. I never do things impulsively. I may shop impulsively sometimes, not all the time. I try to control my budget where that is concerned. I try to plan my wardrobe in a way where I add pieces that could match other pieces rather than just have things that I call orphan pieces in my wardrobe. And when I have to go somewhere, I'm always running to the store or the boutique to get something to wear to that occasion. So I tend to try to keep clothes that I can make capsules with, so I could mix and match. Like this dress, I can wear a black jacket over it, or a white jacket, a white blazer, and some nude shoes, or maybe a pair of red shoes and make it look different, a pair of pearl earrings, and go to maybe a meeting in this. I could also just hang a string of pearls around and look a little more classic. I could also wear just like this with my fringe earrings and look very trendy and dramatic. So I tend to shop for things that cross the lines, that I could create capsules with, that make sense, so that I could control my budget, my spending on my clothes, that I don't have to run to the store every single time I have to step out for an occasion or a meeting. So we have to look at us. Remember, creating your personal brand is really about how you want to be seen, more about how you see yourself. But you also have to be authentic. So it's like is it a yin and a yang? It's like that. You have to be authentic to who you are, how you feel about yourself, and you also have to be mindful about how you want others to see you. Because remember, we are building businesses, and we we're trying to form networks, and we're trying to create a client list, we're trying to get followers, we're trying to be believable, and all of these things encompasses who we are. Our personal brand is important. Our personal brand means a whole lot. We have to be